the other thing about power laws, 80-20 is kind of the Pareto principle, all that. I say in the book that I actually think it's like 95-5. It's not 20% of your decisions. It's like less than 5, maybe even like 1 in 99. I mean, it is, yes, that is a good guiding principle to do 80-20, but it is much, much more, kind of magnified than that. And so we've done this in some of our businesses. At the end of the year, we look back and we say, if we only got to make 2 or 3 decisions, what were the 2 to 3 decisions that we made that led to most of the outcome? And one year, I mean, this sounds insane. One year we looked at, we had a very good year. We made one decision with the balance sheet to invest some capital off of the balance sheet. And that drove like 99% of the return for that year. And so we sat there and we said, we could have made that one decision and all just not worked the whole year. And we would have nearly the same outcome. That makes us dumb. like why did we spend all this time, energy, like all stuff, whatever. And so then going into the next year, we said to ourselves, like, you can't say that every year it's going to repeat and you're not always going to make good decisions, but maybe we should actually change the way that we think about decision making and what's important, and you learn, right? And then you kind of go from there. And so I do think that understanding power laws is less about like trying to replicate them all the time. And it may be about avoiding the, big amount of decisions or actions that aren't going to have an outcome. So it's like less than it being accretive and like, let's go find, 20 more new power laws. Instead, maybe it's about like, well, let's just reduce the 20 things we're doing down to 2 because we think one of these 2 is the power law, and it's kind of like a subtraction thing, not an addition thing, that can be an outcome once you start seeing the power laws everywhere.